everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Today I will be doing a January flip through in all of my planners, even including the Wonderland, which I've not really shown too much of because I've been changing how I'm using it. But I'll show what's in there, and even like some of like December, because I started using this in December. But it'll be my Wonderland 222 A6, my tarot journal, which is the Hobonichi Weeks, and then my whole world, my whole life right here is the Hobonichi Cousin. So let's start with this one. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Okay. So this is the Wonderland 222 A6 size. I was kind of using this as like my everyday carry, but I'm not one that likes to duplicate information. So like I was duplicating a lot of stuff. I was using this as like also like social media tracker, which I decided I really didn't like because I felt like it was turning it into work, and I want it to be fun. I just want this to be something that I enjoy. So I was counting like some YouTube subscribers and stuff, but now I've switched it over to my weight tracker. So every time I weigh in, I'll mark it there. This, I'm not too sure how I want to use this now, because I'm really focusing this on like more health stuff now, but trackers here and how they're kind of evolving as well. Let's see. We'll start with where I started in this planner. So this was just the very first weekly when I was trying to figure out how I was going to use it. I was kind of using like the top section as like my daily to-dos, or like, you know, any little like errands that I had to run, and then the bottom was all YouTube and Instagram. And then this week here, still kind of like, you know, I enjoyed it. You know, I liked the way it looked and everything. But like I said, it just, when it comes down to duplicating information that I already have in my cousin, that, I don't know, that it just kind of, I don't want to have to duplicate. I don't enjoy coming back in and writing the same things. So I do like that this planner has like your December, your monthly review here, and then a monthly overview for the next month. This is January, not a whole lot going on, and I'm still trying to decide how I want to use the monthlies from here on out. This was the first week of January. And the second week, this was a little bit more, I wasn't using as many stickers here. I was just more like a checklist. And then you see, this is where it kind of fell off. Like I didn't use it at all here. I just wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And then this week of January, this, because I started tracking my food and things, I thought, well, maybe I can use it as like a food tracker. Which I'm still gonna, I think I'm still leaning towards that. I just didn't like this layout here. And I've also changed the labels and things for now for the overview and the review. So that was month of February, and then just the end of January. This is kind of how I've started using it now. Still food tracker, but I get a little bit more room to write different things, and then I'm putting like steps up there. So yeah, that's my January. I mean, it wasn't, you know, nothing exciting. Like I said, it's all duplicate from the cousin, really. So So, and if I used this as like my main planner, then yes, like I would love this layout. But I don't want to give up my cousin. I like the cousin too much. So there's that one. Quick, simple. Next, this is the tarot journal. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Yeah, this is my Hobonichi weeks. And my January. So far this is going great. This is the same thing that I do in my cousin, you'll see as well. I mark which suit I pulled. And then here, because I had got a different deck and all of them were different. It wasn't like your typical cups, swords, and all that. It was different, like vials, stones, gems, and shards for the dark crystal deck. And so I just wrote which one it corresponded with. And then I also marked when I started using the deck was here. And I've actually switched back to my, oh, hang on guys. Okay, sorry, I was getting a phone call. What was I saying? Oh, I've actually switched back now just within the past couple days. Back to my, it's the Rider-Waite Apprentice deck. And I can actually show you like one of the cards, what they look like. It's the Rider-Waite art here, but then it gives you descriptions of the pentacles and what the suits mean, and each card, if it's queens or if it's ones or twos or whatever, it tells you like kind of how that is, and then it just gives you a little description of the card when it's upright and then when it's reversed. So this is the deck that I'm using currently. Okay, January. Oop. This was my January. I have a set of stamps that's how I've been marking everything. And again, I use the same colors that they correspond with, that I have them here. So, and then because the stamps are only like the suits here, they don't have like which one, because that would be way too many stamps. Then I just go back at the top and write it in there. And then here is the first week in January. So same thing, the stamp, but I'm here, although I've now changed it for February. I would just pick a color here, and that would be what all the stamps are. And then I go in and I write a little description, which I've been using the website Biddy Tarot, B-I-D-D-Y, Biddy Tarot, because it gives you like a brief little like few keywords for each one, and then it gives you descriptions for upright and reversed. And so I'll write like a little description for it, and then I'll go back in if I can kind of associate it with my day. If I can find a connection, then I'll go back in and write the connection. Yeah, here I actually pulled the Hanged Man twice, so I didn't write the description here, and I've like some of these days I don't really find a connection, so it'll just be just the description. 10 of Pentacles. I don't know if it was the deck, because it was a brand new deck and the cards were kind of sticking, but I swear I would shuffle it. So I don't know if it was the deck or if the card was just like haunting me or something. I don't know. Because 10 of Pentacles, I swear to God, like that, I pulled it here, I pulled it there, I pulled it there. I'm pretty sure I pulled it again here, but reversed. Like, yeah. I was pulling it like constantly. So like here, there's no description there for it. No description there, but I kind of connected it with my day a little bit. So, and I've done pretty good with keeping up with it, although just recently I've had to do some catching up because I went several days. I would pull a card, but I didn't fill out anything here. This day I didn't pull a card at all, so that's why that's blank. Yeah, here I haven't even gone in to write the description, but I pretty much had to play catch up here. So, there's that. And now for my cousin, I will zoom out just a little bit more. Okay. So this, see, I do the same thing here. I put the colors down for the card. All of this is just my habit trackers. But I still like to keep track of what suit I pull here. And then here's my January monthly. So you saw, I went in and put all the other little events and things, but then I go back in afterwards and put in our bills that we have. Tracking my Happy Mail on this side. I've gotten these 2 orders. This is the Pen Pal sub from the Coffee Monsters Co., which, what is today? The 6th? Yes. So like I think they start shipping on the 5th, and it goes from the 5th of February to sometime in March. So, I mean, obviously it hasn't shipped yet, but I still have it there. And I have since transferred that over to February. But that's my monthly. And then, let's see, weeklies. Here's the first. Okay, so here's the first week in January. Not too bad, I guess. This was a paper shire kit that I made using some digitals. So all my trackers on the side here. Oh, here I started playing the game Wildflowers on Nintendo Switch. That's been a lot of fun, and they just put in another update too, but I'm not caught up in the game enough to get the update yet. I think you have to be in your 2nd year in the summer to get because they introduced a new character, but I'm not there yet. But I've been really enjoying that game. And here's the 2nd week. Here, just doing more of these little dot markers that I have for all my checklists and things. I do have to be careful because like these are pretty well saturated. Like if you leave it on the paper too long, it kind of goes through. But, and then the 3rd week. Oh yeah, this was when we had school was canceled because of the weather. We had like freezing weather. Some areas in the Houston area. And even like, I mean, closer to us too. Although I don't know if our big bridge had ice on it because my husband was still able to go to work. But there was ice and things in like the Houston area. And then this week here, the week of the 22nd, I used, which one was this one? It was the Encourager, I think, but the mini, so like all the little boxes just fit great in the columns. I mean, obviously they're smaller, but that was fine. And then here's the end of January leading into February. Okay, and then here we get into the dailies. So this is how I track my, sorry, my chair is squeaky, y'all. Steps and sleep back here. I do track them. I track it over here as well. on my weeklies, but I like to have it the entire month here, and then I just put them both on one grid. And then this is if I closed my rings or not, which, I mean, you can see there's a lot of times that the rings don't get closed. But, and then this was a vellum that I had printed from Sterling Ink. It's the freebie that they send out in their email. And then January 1st, just New Year, kind of getting more into the groove of the dailies. I typically use a Tombow for like kind of a highlight, like a title or a subtitle kind of thing, and then I journal. And ignore the fact that my cursive is absolutely awful. What do you want? Throw. Just hang on a minute. Just wait. Sorry, that's one of my dogs. But yeah, my cursive is awful. But that's pretty much all my journaling. I've wanted it to be cursive. So that's how it is. January 2nd, I just started doodling because I got the iPad mini for Christmas. And so I had also got Procreate, so I was messing around with that. Thrall, can you wait? Can you wait, please? Go lay down. He just went outside. Like, he doesn't need to go. But they're also wondering where Stella is right now because I took her in for surgery yesterday, and I'm going to be picking her up this afternoon. But anyways, yeah, I was just kind of doodling down there because I was wanting to start drawing like my own planner stickers using Procreate. And so that was these. I was trying to figure out like good paper to print, good way to print. This is on glossy printable vinyl that I have. This was the regular sticker paper, and it's absolutely awful. Yeah, just getting a little bit more colorful here because like winter time and the freeze and everything, but I was needing like some color and some flowers and stuff in my life. This is where I started playing wildflowers, and I also noted that I started playing Palia as well, which is free to play, and it's been a lot of fun. I think it's still like early access or something because they're still putting updates and things out there, and but it's been a lot of fun. It's a cozy MMO game. Here, finally went to my dad's for Christmas because his wife Nell had I think actually it was two mini heart attacks. So she was in the hospital for a bit, and then when she came out of the hospital, she was sick. Like when she was in there, she got sick with something. It wasn't COVID, it wasn't the flu. They tested her and everything, but anyway, so they were waiting on her to start feeling a little bit better. And so we went that day and had just a small, like for the kids to open their presents and things. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got my daughter's flute, finally got it fixed. Took it to a local guy who does repairs, and she was so excited too because she had been using a cheap one that we got off Amazon for like 70 bucks, I guess. And so to finally have her Yamaha flute back, she was super excited. Here, no checklist. Like, I think I spent most of the day playing Palia, although I did do some laundry. This is when I took Stella to the vet because we noticed that she was limping and it wasn't getting any better. Took her, found out that she tore her ACL and she was having problems with the kneecap. Next day, I just made some more notes because like I had given her pain pills, but I wasn't expecting the pain pills to keep her from, like, she started walking like normal. So I'm like, okay, well, she'll have her pain pills today, and I think like the next day or the day after, I didn't give her any pain pills just to see if it was the pain, like the pills masking it or what. I don't know. Well, anyways, yeah, it was just masking it because she was still holding it, you know, carrying it around. No journaling these days. I don't know what happened, but it didn't happen. So, but that's fine. I have to be okay with days like this where I either have very little, because like there is another day coming up, I think, where there's like very little written down, or days where I just don't write anything down. Sunday fun day. Oh yeah, started watching this day, and I still need to finish it because I think now all the episodes are out. My daughter's already finished it. She loved it. I started watching My Demon on Netflix. That's really good. Like a Korean comedy / drama. Here, just another cold day. I said, "Burr, it's cold in here." And then here, ice, ice, baby, because again, it was like freezing that day. And again, this is the day where I just didn't do a checklist. I just wrote down a couple things, and that was that. So, oh yeah, here, canceled. I started my period that day, so it was just like I had things that I wanted to do, but nope, I didn't do any of it. This day, yep, was when I was starting to rethink how I wanted to use the A6 planner, because I really wasn't feeling it. Yeah, so I kind of thought, well, maybe I could use it as like a health planner, health tracker instead. Here's a day where I didn't do any journaling. I had a little bit of checklists and stuff, but no journaling, but that's okay. And here is the day that I decided that it was time to start losing weight and start trying to be healthy again. Like I've just kind of gave up for a few years and just, you know, was living my best life. But yeah. So, I mean, as you can see, and I'm short, so that's a pretty big weight for someone like I'm only 5 foot. So yeah, it was time. I made the decision, and I had actually thought about going back to Weight Watchers, but after looking at the price and stuff for it, like it was going to put me in a 10-month commitment where even if I signed up for it and was only paying $10 a month, if I wanted to cancel early, it was a 10-month commitment. So even if I canceled it, I'm still stuck paying. And I'm like, I don't want to be trapped in it. So I instead did the Healthy app, which used to be iTrack Bites. But it's the same concept. You get bites. That's your points. And I've been doing that. And so far, like it's, you know, I'm just kind of falling right back into the groove of things of how I used to do Weight Watchers. Here, oh yeah, I went ahead and signed up for the paid version because this app is free, but the free version doesn't let you calculate recipes. So you can't put in a recipe and then how many servings and have it calculate the points for you. So I went ahead and did the pro version, which was $40 for the entire year. That's fine because now like any recipe that I make, I can just put it in real quick, how many servings, and then track it. Makes it super easy. Let's see. Yeah, so here is where I kind of started changing, getting away from this checkbox that I was doing every day, drawing it in here. Instead, I started using stickers. Hang on, Thrall, I'm almost done. Maybe he does want to go outside. He can wait just a few more minutes. I'm almost done. Yeah, started using stickers like this instead for my checklists. also to use more. It gives me the opportunity to use more of the bigger stickers from Happy Planner that maybe I'm, you know, obviously not going to use a sticker this big in the weekly section. So, this is the day that I used my laser to make the awards for the chili cook-off. And I haven't touched that laser in a couple months actually, and I forgot how much I enjoyed like getting it all set up and getting it going, and so yep, just changing the location of the checklist down here. Had lunch with my son. Mom guilt because I let my anxiety control me for many, many years. So I didn't go have lunch with my other kids, like really hardly at all. And that's the mom guilt, because now like I'm not letting the anxiety control me, so I'm starting to have lunch with my youngest more, and I am just so upset with myself that I didn't do as much with my other two. Here, this day, we found out that my mom is diabetic. And so she had asked me that day to get her some like healthy snacks, like veggies and things. So I was looking up on Pinterest and Googling and everything, trying to find good snacks for her, not just veggies, because I know she'll get tired of that. So I was looking up like yogurts, cottage cheese, just different things. This was the chili cook-off. Not as many people showed up this year as they did last year. We had like 9 different chilies last year. This year was only 6, but there was also a lot of people that would normally have shown up that were sick or had sick kids or something, you know, it just didn't work out. But we still had a lot of fun. We still had 6 chilies to eat, all of them different, and still really good. So, but that also, as you can see, wore my social battery down. Let's see. This day we found out that my husband was passed up yet again for a supervisor position. He has interviewed several times, and it's just never worked out. He was given a lot of like positive talk this time, making it sound like it's finally his time, it's finally his turn, you know. I mean, they still have to do interviews and stuff, obviously. They still have to go through that whole process. But then when it came down to it, they still passed him up. So, very disappointing, but it is what it is, I guess. And then this day here, didn't do any journaling, but I did have some other, you know, my checklist, some daily chores, and then the first basketball game that the pep band played at that I went to. And then here, the last day of January, didn't do anything. But like I said, I have to be okay with this, because there's going to be days where I just don't do anything. And I do try to go back like the next day and write stuff down. But if it just doesn't happen, then it ends up blank, and that's okay. So, yeah, so that's it for January, y'all. My first flip through for an entire month. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will catch y'all in the next video. So go ahead and like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.